Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Good morning.
So, today we are going to talk about apple farming. Before we start, let me introduce him. He is Mr. C.M. Sharma and he has done his bachelor's degree in science from DAV College, Chandigarh, and thereafter undergone 2 years training in forest at Dehradun. He has written different books for the catchment area treatment of Satluj Basin, Nagpa Jhakri, Hydroelectricity Act and many more. He has prepared working plans for the Forest Department of Himachal Pradesh. Currently, he is a retired Divisional Forest Officer. He got retired at 31st August 2010. After his retirement, he has been doing agricultural works. And beside this, he has a keen interest in horticulture. In addition to this, he is an apple farmer. This was all about your introduction, sir.
Thanks for my brief introduction.
So let's get started. Sir, firstly you tell me about the history of apple farming at your area.
Let me tell you the genesis of the apple farming in Himachal Pradesh. Actually, it was in 1870, a British Army officer, Mr. Scott, he brought some seedlings of apple and planted them in Kullu. And similarly, another army officer, Mr. Alexander, he also planted one seedling in Bishobra. But it was only Mr. Stokes who was the main pioneer to bring the revolution of apple in Himachal Pradesh. He brought few saplings of apple from America. He was American and brought some from saplings of apple and planted them in Thanedar of Kolkata area, which is about 85 kilometers from Shimla, the state capital of Himachal Pradesh, during 1904. After 5 years of their planting, the people of the surroundings was attracted and start raising the apple orchard in their land. But after a few years, seeing the prosperity of the Kolkata Ilaka, the other ilakas like Rodu, Kotkhai, Jubbal, or district Shimla, and district Kullu, district Kinnaur, and district Spiti also started raising apple orchard in their fields. So this is the brief genesis of the apple in Himachal Pradesh.
Okay, nice. What activities are needed for this apple cultivation?
To be very frank, the farmers of the apple farmers have got full years calendar for establishing a good apple orchard, like weeding, which is known as taulia of the plant. Then thereafter cutting, pruning, spraying, and other activities which are required to be done for good apple crop.
Okay. Then what's the appropriate climate and location for apple cultivation?
Actually, Himachal is a state which has got good agroclimatic conditions, and particularly the high altitude of the Himachal Pradesh, which is very nice for raising the apple orchards. And we can, if you look at the world scenario, the Himachal falls within the 10 countries in production of the apple orchard. Besides, however, India is known as for raising good orchards of bananas and mangoes. So, being Himachal being a hill state, it is it's very good area for raising of apple orchards.
Means that the whole hilly, every hill state can grow these apples.
Yeah, but Himachal Pradesh has got a typical climatic condition which produce very good quality of apple. And for that matter, if we in Himachal also, if you go towards the district Kinnaur, we have got very juicy and crunchy apple, which, as compared to the other area of the other parts of the Himachal Pradesh.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, it's the GI code of Himachal Pradesh also, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Then why did you start apple farming after your retirement?
Yeah, actually, basically, I'm an agriculturist because I got good chunk of agriculture land, and our forefathers and my father used to raise good crops for agriculture crop. But seeing the prosperity of the apple, I had and my basic qualification for plantation, I started raising apple orchards in my area, in my native place, which is situated near to Rampur Shahar.
Then what all benefits are of this apple farming, not only for you but for the whole world?
As I told you that Mr. Stokes was a pioneer in raising the apple, but after raising the orchard, the people of the state have looked good. It has got additional income for the local community of the state. They have increased the livelihood and brought the prosperity to the local inhabitants of the area. But if you look how the apples are harvested and packed in the other parts of the area of the country and for that matter the whole world. Initially before 1980, people used to send the apple in wooden boxes for manufacturing of the wooden boxes. The forest department had number of fir and spruce trees, but thanks to the enactment of the Forest Conservation Act 1980 and nationalization of the forest, the AP state government had completely switched over to the carton, and thereby protecting and protecting the forests of the Himachal Pradesh. Now the orchardists are sending their apples in cartons and sometimes in trays. Similarly, the state government has also started constructing some cold storage in different parts of the apple area.
As you know that whole world is affected by COVID-19. So has it affected the apple production?
Certainly, because as we see due to 2020, we have prolonged lockdown. Thereby, the people were locked into their rooms, and no imported laborers like Gorkha came to our state for that matter, Himachal Pradesh. So the crop was hampered due to non-availability of the labor.
And what about the hailstorms?
For that matter, hailstorm, I will let you know, it is a climatic change only. It is the impact of the climate change. We are noticing the reducing in the apple crops. As we have seen that during 1970s and onward, there used to be a very bumper crop of apple, but slowly and steadily due to the urbanization and climate and global warming, the climate we are noticing a great change of the climate change. Particularly, lower areas of the Kullu and district Sirmaur, where there used to be a good orchards of apple, are now vanishing, and the people are now starting with almonds, peach, raising fruits like fruits.
And what all you do with the overripe apples? Are you wasting them?
No. Thanks to the state government, it was a World Bank that during 1974, it was the horticulture department have raised HPMC, and the state government and their main objective was to procure the apple from the local apples from the orchardists and sell them to the and send to the different markets of the or in India, and for that matter in the export them in other countries of the in other countries. And the rotten and other apples which do not fetch them good price, HPMC are now producing apple juice and sending some canning center for manufacturing jams, jellies, etc.
Okay. Anything else that you want to share with our viewers?
Yes, certainly, because due to the climate change, the apples are now being raised in the lower area, because it was the higher altitude where the apple there was good orchards of apple. But now, as I have told you that our village is situated about 1,000 feet from the main sea level, and the horticulture department, particularly the non-industry, has started raising low level seedlings of apples. And I have also planted some few apple plants in my field, as can be shown to you. And these seedlings are fruiting within 3 to 4 years, and it is rather a boom to the local area of the our town, our village.
So we must preserve the nature for future generations, no?
Yeah. I will ask that the future generation should take an interest and raise good orchard of apples and other horticulture crops also, because the apple orchards are not only fetching them good prices, but it is also generating employment to the unemployed youth, because there is a great need for the manpower while plucking and packing and transporting the apples. So the economy of the state is increasing. Besides, the livelihood is also improving.
Yes. How do you preserve these plants and trees from hailstorm or any other weather change?
Now the state government has improvised some anti-hailing nets and anti-hailing guns also, which can be protected from the hailstorm. But as I have told you earlier, that the impact of the climate change, that now we are noticing that there is complete change in the climate cycle, nature cycle. Like there is no snowfall during winter, no rain during monsoon, because snow is an important factor for producing good apple, because the apple requires some killing effect, which is only done by the if you have good snow. As we are seeing that this year we didn't have any snow, and and we are noticing big change in the climate, which is not only reducing the apple crop, but but apples are also not of good quality.
Could you show us some plants?
Yes, certainly. I can show you the plant which I planted. Now I'm going to take to you my field where I have planted some plants of apple, apple, nibbu, lemon, and some pomegranate. It's a mixed type of fruit. Please carry on.
Just sitting here only.
Well, this is an apple plant which I have started raising in my field after my retirement. You can see that the tree.
Yeah, see there.
We are seeing that there is setting, but this year due to the climate change, we are not. There is not a good crop of apple.
Yeah.
But it. Well, we have got good flowering in this pomegranate, and
yeah, it looks great.
And some citrus plants.
Thank you so much,
but but credit also goes to my wife. She's very hard-working lady, and take care of this all the activities which are required for raising the horticultural crops.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering my all questions.
Thanks.
And thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.